So I finally broke down and got the proper tool for the application. Using a skill saw to cut 3/8 steel. And it's not the saw, it's the blade. It's a Diablo blade. We had countless people saying I need to get a Diablo steel blade that's made for cutting 3/8 flat steel up to 1/2 inch. I had no idea it existed. I got it. I'm excited. I'm not sure if it's gonna work or not. They say it will. Let's try it out. That makes me happy. You gotta be kidding me. And it's cool to touch. Ha! I'm pleasantly surprised I'm now able to complete this task before the sun goes down. It's getting dark and I got like 5 minutes and this will do the job.
This year you're big enough to make the bottles, huh?
Yeah.
She's only gonna need a bottle for a couple more weeks.
Yeah.
And then she'll be done. She's not gonna be happy about getting wings though, is she?
Me and Mommy are making a bottle for Rosie. We need warm water, powder, and the bottle.
Yeah, 3 scoops of milk replacer.
Yeah.
Yes, and a full bottle of warm water.
Yeah.
Hop over here so you can start scooping the milk replacer in.
Okay.
Do you feel this? You can test it. Do you feel if you try it right here on your wrist, it's sensitive skin, you can tell that it's not quite warm enough. Come on, you can on that. You see it's a little cold?
Yeah.
We want it to be about our body temperature, and then we can make the bottle. If you give it too cold, it can start to solidify in your stomach. So you want it to be nice and warm, like mama's milk. We're just gonna go a little more than halfway up with the water, and then Ellie's gonna scoop in the milk replacer, shake it off so it's nice and level. There you go, that's good.
Yeah.
Yep, right on here. Squeeze it a little to get it in. Yep, that's one. It's okay if it spills. We gotta do 2 more of those. There's number 2.
And after this one, there's one more.
That's right. And then we'll add more water and we'll shake it up.
Yep.
It's just like making a big old baby bottle.
Yep.
Lots of delicious vanilla smelling milk replacer, some warm water. She's gonna shake it up real good. And we're gonna have one happy little calf, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's shake it up. Let's get our boots on.
Yep.
I hear one of those Mama U's bellowing over there.
Yeah.
Oh, and I hear Rosie calling.
Yeah.
Rosie is our 12-week-old Black Angus calf. She is going to be a permanent staple on our farm from here on out. We're adding her as part of our breeding stock. So when Elsie is not in milk, she will be in milk and Elsie will be taking a break, and then vice versa.
This girl's hungry.
Is she hungry?
Yep.
Oh, look at that face. She is an absolutely sweet little doll baby. Ellie obviously loves her. We all do. Elsie loves her and has taken her in. This is the first year that Ellie has pretty much been able to take care of the calf all on her own, other than me just overseeing the bottle making process and transporting her safely down to the barn and back up. We're working on getting Rosie completely weaned off of the bottle, so she is just down to 1 bottle a day now.
I love feeding cows.
Getting every last drop.
Yep.
But Ellie is strong enough to hold the bottle on her own, and this is going to be the very first calf that she has raised by herself. Are you using me as your scratching post, girl? You sweet girl. Come on.
Very nice. Yeah. I know most of you know I was using a concrete saw. This is Milwaukee battery power, and I was using the cutting wheel on there, and it took a full charge cut roughly 1 to 1.5 ish. I cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 8.5 cuts with half a battery. I'm impressed. Definitely so. Definitely impressed. I went there and just cut 10 of them. The blade's still in good shape. That's amazing. Wish I had known about this years ago. You know?
Good girl, Elsie. You're doing a good job taking care of Rosie.
I think she thinks that she's her baby now.
I think so.
Yes, Rosie.
You're gonna sleep good after some more milk.
And I bet she'll be even warmer with this milk and cuddling up with her Elsie.
Oh, I think so.
She's a hungry girl.
She's almost done.
Yep. You're almost done, Rosie.
All right, girlies, bedtime. Come on. The new year can bring about a lot of goal setting and a lot of hopes for how this new year can be better than the last. And for me, that means working through things that I struggled with previously and also letting go of things that I found didn't really serve me. Therapy can be the perfect place to start. This video is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp makes starting therapy easier and less intimidating. You can have your therapy sessions as a phone call, as a video chat, even through messaging, whatever is most comfortable for you. And you're matched with the right therapist to meet your needs, your preferences, and your location. To get started, you fill out a questionnaire that will ask you questions about what challenges you're going through and what kind of therapist you'd like. And then from there, BetterHelp can match you with one of their therapists, in most cases within 48 hours. From there, you can schedule therapy sessions at a time that's convenient for you. And if at any point you feel like your therapist isn't the right fit, you can switch therapists at just the click of a button in your settings at no additional cost to you. Clicking that link helps to support our channel, and it also gets you 10% off your first month of BetterHelp to connect with a therapist and see if it helps you. Now let's head outside and start building. Rosie, what are you doing, girl? Who are you calling for?
Today we're going to pick back up where we left off. We're going to finish the framing for Ellie's bathroom. The goal is to get the platforms built so we can get the ridge beams up. The ridge beam is 20 feet roughly from the floor here up in the air, so we need platforms to work off of. Make sure it lines up that little dot right there, girl. You got it? I'm going to go through and measure all the top and bottom plates at market every 16 inches. Cut the studs, throw them in there, nail them in there. Very quick, very simple.
That's what I like to hear.
I know.
Give me a break, baby.
This is Ellie's bathroom. We're gonna frame up first, and on top of this bathroom, she's gonna have a little loft with a ladder right there next to the bed. So if you scroll up, you can see her bed. That's the wall. We have a ladder right there, and that's gonna be the loft hangout with a railing for Ellie. So she'll have the bedroom, her own bathroom, and also a little loft hangout. So she's actually gonna be on the 3rd floor of the house, and as we all know, no boys allowed. So we're gonna turn the wall right here, where the doubled up floor joists are at. So come down through, we'll turn right in here. This is where you want the door to open up to the wall.
I think so, because I think that's gonna allow for like the sink, the toilet, her bathtub,
Yep.
and she'll still have space for like towel hooks and
All the
everything.
good stuff that the ladies want in the bathroom.
like towel hooks. That's impressive, right?
It's a little much, you know. I didn't know what a towel hook was until I met you, you know?
Just throw it on the floor.
No big deal, you know?
This is an easy project.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just have to reiterate that.
You know what's next though is the hard project. That's the dangerous part of it.
Yes. So
Right here is not too bad.
it's
you know?
not. I'm gearing up. Like I said, this is my warm up.
Yes. Be sure to get the top plate lined up flush with this 2x right here, okay? We'll put it up, nail it in place.
How's that?
This thing gonna look great, you know what I mean?
Okay, Josh. No harassment on the job site.
Oh, there's none.
I'm gonna speak to HR.
Oh, good thing we're charging HR. That'll work. That'll hold. Put a few floor joists across. Because we're on the edge, we trip, we fall. You're going outside, you're falling 30 feet down. Versus 8 feet.
Right.
That makes sense?
It does make sense.
So it doesn't matter where it goes. We put the post here. It's all temporary posts anyways. So I can't wait to see the girl, you know?
I know.
That's all that matters to me.
Let's build up my confidence with everything's gonna go fine rather than you're gonna fall 30 feet to your death. Can we work on that?
Look, I'm sorry. I'm just planning for the worst and hope for the best.
Yeah.
So we're moving it back a little bit. Just butt it to the back side like that, okay? So I'm gonna use a 2x6 and structural screws to screw the 2x6 to the bottom of the LVLs. And on top of the 2x6, we're gonna set our 2x12 floor joist. And keep in mind, guys, it's temporary, but it is sturdy and it is rated.
Are you sure?
For my weight, at least.
Frank, are we working hard or are we hardly working, bud?
You're working on a sweat. You okay, buddy? You want some water? This platform is a platform we're working on in the back of the house. So from the subfloor up to the top of the ridge beam, we're looking at 18 foot 6 and 1/8. So that's why we're working on the platform to get this thing up and installed, because that's such a high distance. So now we're working with the platform. It's going to be around 9 feet up. So we're working off a 6-foot ladder. We'll throw it up there. Without a doubt, it'll be easier. And we're putting ratchets up and doing the whole 9.
You got that side?
Yeah. You good?
Yeah, I'm coming up.
All right, going up, going up, going up.
I gotta go up really high.
Fine. Up, 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 up. You're way, okay.
I know, I gotta go back.
All right, put it in. And let's bump out 2 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, oh, that's probably pretty good. You're probably pretty close. Just hold it real quick.
We're gonna do this post as a T just to keep it from bowing, but I will say it one more time for both of us. This is temporary.
Definitely temporary. It is a scary part, but we'll turn it up here, screw it in, lag it in, and wish us luck, because if somebody falls, we will meet our demise.
But no sense of scare has ever stopped us.
No.
That's our downfall.
Yes, it's a blessing and a curse. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it does.
That's not what I want to hear, Josh.
I mean, once we get it up, it's gonna be floating on these posts. If we're gonna push it back and forth the hair and scooch it over a little bit to make it work. Once we put the ratchets up, we'll get a couple of them cut to the proper length and everything cut right. We can work it back and forth to make it set straight. But for now, I think it's good to go.
Josh logic.
Just winging it, you know?
The ridge beam is 14 tall,
Yeah.
and you're telling me it's supposed to sit on top of that little thing?
Yes. Oh, just an 8-foot ladder. You know? Maybe a harness.
Stop.
You know what we should do? I'll strap you, put you in a harness, and I'll strap the harness to the top of that post. Right there. So if you fall off, we'll see if it holds you. It might bungee you down and then throw you back.
Okay, great. This is becoming like a worse and worse idea. The further we go along and I'm seeing this come together, I start to question this more.
Do you really?
I would never question you, honey. You do such a great job.
I'm pretty confident it's gonna work.
Okay. Pretty confident isn't confident
Like,
enough.
there's a 95% chance it's gonna work, okay? There's always that 5% chance somebody falls.
Right.
And that's why I'm gonna put a harness and strap you to the top of that post.
I can't with you. I don't think I've ever done this with subfloor before. Okay, you ready? I'm gonna hoist it up onto my knee, and I'm gonna hoist it up to you. Get up on the ladder. Ready? Yeah. Let me move my knees. You got it? Ready?
Perfect. We're at the post and the ridge beam. once the bridge beam is up or across, it's gonna be so much easier putting the rafters in with a ladder and nailing them in versus being 20 feet with some scaffold or whatever. We can work off a platform.
Safety first.
Safety first. We don't need a harness anymore. It's so safe up here.
Okay.
You know? I can almost touch that. So,
Okay, Josh.
I'll get the edge though.
I think so. That sounds like a good spot for you.
Yep. 2, 1, go. You okay?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yep.
Ain't that bad, right?
Nah.
We should be okay. I think if we come up, we'll pull it up, we push it a little bit further, come back, we'll slide it in, throw it on that way, done deal. No harm done.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. 3, 2, 1, pick it up. Go ahead. Push it up. I'm not gonna fight this thing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push it because I got kickers on the side, so everything's built not very smart, you know? So I'm gonna push it through and pick it up and pull it back and put it in. That's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be easier.
Okay.
Okay? Ah! Ready? Slide it up. Let's push it up. 3, 2, 1, go. Come on, got it.
High stress.
The bridge beam's installed. It's 14 inches tall. We have a 12-inch overhang for the eaves on the side of the house. Once we got up here, I realized I needed to build more platforms going that way to tie everything together. But we're pretty high up in the air. Wouldn't you say, Aaron?
It's beautiful.
It's definitely beautiful up here. Look at that view.
It's pouring rain. It's serene.
It's a little dangerous up here, but we're good. We're gonna call it today on this right here. But we got it up. It was tough. It was the heaviest one so far.
Yeah.
21 feet of 14-inch LVL. So
Just gotta do it a couple more times, babe. That's all.
a couple more times and the roof starts. But once this roof gets built, this right here is a precursor to start the roofs afterwards to go out. So once this is up, we can start everything else and we'll be moving.
Good work. Let's get out of here.